So, what video game soundtrack you play to this day that comforts you? And this is a really good question because there's so many video games with great soundtracks like that I would just play in my car. Thankfully, some of them will be on iTunes, like Sonic Mania soundtrack on iTunes. I'd play that on long car rides. But like one video game that had like this elite level soundtrack that I go back and listen to every probably like once a week. Just comforts me and puts me in that place in life where I didn't have nothing to worry about. I was just happiest as I can be. But one game that does that is Jet Set Radio Future on
Yes,
the
sir.
Xbox.
Hell yeah.
That game, so unique. They're making a part 3, but I'm a little worried about it because I feel like it's gonna deviate from what made the game so special, like the graphics and the graffiti style and all that. But that one main thing on that video game is that they had the soundtrack playing the whole game. Like it was playing as you were skating and tagging up and stuff like that. And that soundtrack always looped, and you can find hidden cassette tapes and you can unlock more music. And it was such a brilliant freaking soundtrack. It was like that Neo Tokyo pop kind of funk mixed with what now we would say EDM, like that kind of EDM style, like
Right.
unique tracks and stuff like that. But it was that audio. I would buy a vinyl and I would hang that up like on my back wall right here. I would definitely buy a vinyl of Jet Set Radio Future. I think that is one of the most unique soundtracks, and it complemented the game so much and made it to that great video game it was.
Hell yeah.
So Jet Set Radio Future for me.
Can I give you a few? Is that okay?
Man, this is your show, brother.
All right.
You tell me.
So I'll give you a few.
Yeah.
The first one I instantly thought of my favorite game of all time, Saints Row 2. That it just introduced me to so many songs, honestly. So I have such nostalgia to it because Panic at the Disco literally that game helped me discover Panic at the Disco and Paramore, as well as like a lot of classic songs like Everybody Wants to Rule the World and The Final Countdown and
Tears
stuff like
of
that.
Fear. Yeah.
Right. There is a
The
lot
80
of songs
station
in there.
Always have that station on. Yes.
Yeah. So there are a lot of songs in that I discovered through Saints Row 2. GTA 5 is another one I could say, but that one I'll say because I technically still listen to it because I still from time to time play GTA Online, and so that whole soundtrack. But that's another one that like just a bunch of songs that I already knew or discovered through that. And then the last one is like my wild card. I'll say I don't even know if you know this game, Disney Extreme Skate Adventure. Have you ever played that game?
Man, I seen clips of it. Is that where they had like was it the Tony Hawk engine or something like that?
It was. I think so. Yeah, I think so. But it would be like you play as.
I never played it.
Yeah, so you can play as like a kid, like you can create yourself, or when you go to like the different worlds, you would play as like if you go to Toy Story, you would play as Woody or Buzz or Zurg, things like that. It's a great game. Me and my sister played it like crazy. The soundtrack, I can't really think of like songs off the top of my head, but that soundtrack is another banger soundtrack. I know Little Romeo has a song in there, so that's one that is great. But it's like there's like a lot of rap in there, a lot of like punk rock songs in there. It's a really really good soundtrack. So that's another one.
I wouldn't, piggybacking off my answer and your answer, like I don't think there was ever a skating game that had a bad soundtrack because I think
True.
Tony Hawk is another goated franchise because of its soundtrack. Its soundtrack complements it so much. Like, oh man, there's so many songs on Tony Hawk. I mean, from like, I want to say 3 and 4 just had like these elite level soundtracks, but skating games with a great soundtrack. Well, I don't think there's any skating games with a bad soundtrack, but that's a very good pick.
Another too is like any of the SmackDown vs. Raw games, man. That's another one. Or SmackDown games. Like,
oh yeah,
that's. I'll just give you the whole I'll just give you the whole franchise there between SmackDown and then SmackDown vs. Raw because that's another one. I have a whole playlist that's just like all the songs from every single game.
When I play the newer ones now, I leave the theme songs on. I leave like certain
Firefly.
Oh yeah, Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah, man.
Let's Start a Riot.